All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be starting our 2D art unit 3, which is drawing. And today specifically, we're focusing on contour drawing. So we're going to do introduction to drawing, contour drawing specifically. So let's begin with the definition. So contour drawing focuses entirely on the outline. You draw the contour of a subject. If you remember when we talked about the elements of art, lines specifically, we talked about descriptive lines, contour, cross contour, and gesture drawings. These are contours. They're all about that outside edges. So when you do this stuff, you're focusing entirely on the edges, no shading. Now, both of these contours that we're seeing, yeah, they're kind of funky looking. They're both by Picasso. We have two different types. We have a basic contour drawing over here on the right, and then we have a blind contour drawing over here on the left. Now, Picasso, being a professional artist that was, you might have heard his name before, okay? He still did these exercises even later in life because they help do a lot of different things for the artist. For example, it is a skill that trains the eye. One, to really, really see what you're looking at. You look closer because if you're doing these properly, you're moving slowly. You are studying the detail of your subject and trying to represent that while still paying attention, okay, to where these pieces are located. Additionally, it's really good for hand-eye coordination. You guys who are video gamers out here, you're driving with two different hands trying to move all this stuff around. This will do the same thing because in order to do contour line properly, as your eye traces a subject, your hand, let me move here. Your hand should be doing the exact same thing. So your hand and eye should be moving at the same time in the same direction. You should be tracing slowly, whatever it is, with your eyeball. And as your eye moves off to the left, your hand should move off to the left. Okay, so that's how these work. So continuous line drawing is a type of contour line that once you put that pencil down, you do not pick it back up. It is a single line without picking up your pen or pencil or whatever it is that you're drawing with. So in both of these drawings, you can very clearly see the start of your line and the end. There are no others. If you look closely enough at the building, for example, the artist went back. So he went out, extended that line, and then came back to continue tracing the shapes and forms. There are connecting lines. Do you think that there was actually a line here to connect this eave to the window? It's a travel point. The artist used that in order to navigate from one location to another so they could continue the drawing. This one is also that same idea. You have a very clear start, you have a very clear end, you're looping around your subjects and drawing the entire thing. It has a single start and a single end. You take your time to do these. If you rush these, it is going to be all kind of messed up. Now, blind contour drawings are kind of meant to look messed up. All right, these are drawn when you can't even see your paper. Usually, it is a matter of self-discipline. You're like, I'm not looking, totally not looking. But in y'all's case, because I bet most of y'all peek when you're playing Marco Polo. In y'all's case, I have little paper plate shields that you can use to cover up your hand so you can't see what you're drawing. All right. So they will cover their image while drawing. You'll make sure that you can't see it. The artwork will literally always look messed up. If you are doing this properly, you're going to miss where it goes. You're going to miss how things connect. You're going to know it. You're going to represent it, but it's not there. What we look for when we do these types of drawings is we are looking for details. Now notice that the pen and pencil get picked up. There's lots of starts and lots of finishes on many of these. This is actually a continuous line blind. And I think this one might be too, but this one's not. I'm looking for details. I can see the buttons represented. I can see the dial. I can see where the flash is and how it hooks in, how you put an external flash. For those of you who've messed with cameras before, how you put an external flash into the camera. I can see all of that represented here. I can see the lamp and the clock, and I'm not entirely sure what the little doodad here is, but you can see the wrinkles in the lamp. You can see the wiring set. You can see the framework. You can see the edges of this. On the spray bottle, look at these little pieces. You know exactly what that feels like. Those are the little ridges so that when you grip that, you can rotate it. Okay, these are little grip ridges. It's not about whether or not it looks perfect for a blind contour drawing. It's about how much detail are you capturing. Slow down. You want to see as much of it as possible. Yes, you will be doing these. All right, now your turn. In your composition notebook, on the pages as listed, we have 4 of these that we are going to do. Yes, they are a grade. I want you to very carefully study these images. There's going to be 4. They're all by Pablo Picasso. You are going to pick a start location based on where you see the line. So you can either start here on the head or you can start here on the leg of the horse. And you are going to slowly trace it. This is not blind. It is, however, continuous. So once your pen is on that paper, yes, it will be in pen. Once that pen is down on that paper, you do not pick it up. Go slowly. Think about how large this loop is compared to the belly and the other loop. Think about the distance that you have to go to represent the back. Count the ridges on this horse. We're going to do this as a class. I'm going to pause with 4 of these. So I'm going to pause the video. And we're going to move on. Okay, so that's the first one. This should have been in the top of page 43. If I specify top, that means there's going to be 2. This one is going to go in the bottom. And it's a little bit simpler. There's not as much going on as the horse, but you're still going to follow the same process. You can either start here at the front leg and go loop, be round, or you can start here at the ear and loop up there. As before, trace it slowly with your eye. Have your pen, which stays on the paper, follow you all the way through this. I'm going to pause dramatically again and give you guys some time to do it. And that's enough time. We're going to move on again. A penguin. Look at that penguin. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Now, he actually has a slight break. You're going to go ahead and connect those lines. So you're either starting here on his foot or here on his shoulder. Okay. This will be in the top of page 44 of your composition notebook. You may rotate the book to represent it sideways if you need to. We're going to pause dramatically and allow you guys to kind of draw this out. Just like before, where your eye moves, so too does your hand follow. So go slow, take your time. I've made enough cringy faces, we're gonna move on. And a Wiener Schnitzel, AKA Dachshund. We have a big, long, stretchy dog. He is gonna go on the bottom of page 44. Start. Now the end is a little bit harder to find. If you trace this line all the way around, he actually pulls the end right back into the ear. Okay, so you can start at the foreleg and go backwards, or you can start here at this corner and sound effects included, no additional charge. Regardless, we're going to pause. I'm going to give you guys time. Bottom of page 44. Keep going. All right. Now, I don't usually assign homework. You will have time in class. If you don't finish it, on you. But on page 45 of your composition notebook, I want 4 5-minute continuous line drawings. What does that mean? Set a timer on your phone, because I know most of you have them, for 5 minutes. Pick an object. It needs to be a complex. If you do a little bitty sphere, I'm going to stare at you and make you do it again. No. Okay. But you're going to pick a complex object and do a 5-minute drawing. You're going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. Okay. Yes, they can overlap. Yes, they can touch. They don't have cooties. It's okay. Most of you had your cootie shot in elementary school. It lasts forever. Okay. On page 46, you're going to do 3 blind. Now, those of you who come in with these beautiful drawings that all these things connect, I know you're full of it. Don't even start. They are going to look like a hot mess. They are meant to overlap. You are putting 3 of them on the same page. I'm looking for detail. Once again, complex object. Do not pick something too simple, because I will 100% be judgy and make you do it again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. You guys have a great day. Get working.